last month, the mayor kicked off Cricket Across the Pond for its second year. It takes a team of 14 young people from Toronto, from the diverse neighborhoods that make up this great city, and off they went to the UK to take part in an exhibition series. It's an amazing, amazing program. Joining now to talk about it are Ranil Mendis from CIMA, the group of I always get this name mixed up, the Certified
Chartered Institute of Management Accountants.
Thank you, Ranil. Sorry. CIMA is what I know it as, and CIMA has done amazing things. Also, Ahmed Bakhtiar is here, one of the players. Thanks very much for coming by tonight.
No problem.
We're gonna talk about CIMA and what they're doing with cricket in the city, because it's truly an astonishing contribution, not just to the sport, but to the city. But first of all, how did the team do?
We did good. We did good. We faced a lot better competition, and they know where we're coming. They know that we're coming.
Because last year, undefeated. This year,
yeah, one loss. No, one win, 6 losses.
2 wins.
Two
this
wins.
time.
Two
this
wins.
time.
2 wins.
We beat the London Police.
But a few losses in there.
Yeah, a few losses in there. They brought the Australians and the English players that play for their
We'll get
county
to the
teams.
Australians later. I know it's something which I'm very proud of, but I didn't expect them to show up and beat you guys in England. That's not cricket.
Well, they did.
But it's 14 young players that you don't play together normally. You get selected into the process, and this is part of what CIMA's built in here. There's a critical selection process to make sure that this program reaches people all over the city. What is that process?
So the process we took was, first of all, we gave the applicants a chance to describe how they have contributed to the community. So we asked certain questions that gives an idea of where the child is growing up, how they have involved in the community. And then based on that, we ask for the screening session.
So you gather a big pool of very talented young leaders who love cricket, and then you test them to see who's the best cricketer.
That is correct, yes.
And what are the kinds of neighborhoods they're coming from? Which parts of the cities do you find cricket players?
So we've basically got right across the city, and we've 9 spots we allocated to the priority neighborhoods that we call 13 neighborhoods in Toronto. And then we did not just limit to that community, we mixed with 2 private school spots. So the team that we took is not necessarily the best team that Toronto has, but we want to represent Toronto in England as a community of different...
Now, I come to cricket as an Australian. My parents came from Australia, and we're the greatest cricket-playing country in the world right now. But at any rate, but the nationalities, it's a great blend of nationalities on the side. What are some of the languages that are spoken? What are some of your teammates? Where did they come from?
Sri Lanka, we come from the Caribbean, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. We had people from everywhere, really, and from Canada too, right? We had a Canadian.
That's right.
Yeah.
A Canadian. Well, cricket used to be Canada's national sport.
Exactly, and I don't know why it's not right now. It should be.
Well, the interesting thing about it, though, and this is one of the emerging things in the city, is that there are now more kids in the public school system playing cricket than tackle football.
Yeah.
When you first started playing cricket in the city and you told friends that you were a cricket player, what was the reaction you got?
They didn't really know what it was. They're like, you play with insects or something like that? I mean, it wasn't a big thing, and now it's growing, which is a plus, of course. I mean, we want it to grow even more. And I don't understand why it's not growing more than it should right now. The demographic is growing. We have a lot of immigrant families that enjoy watching cricket. I wish there was more cricket on TV. You know what I mean? They have like different sports.
It's tough to find. I follow it on the computer and listen to BBC Radio on the internet. But the other critical issue in this city is cricket pitches. It's very tough to get a wicket that you can play. I mean, you probably played on grass all the time.
Yeah, of course. It was a beautiful experience.
Here you play on AstroTurf and you play in fields that are pockmarked with soccer players and dogs and the whole bit. How many cricket pitches do you think would be required to really bolster the program?
The more the merrier. I mean...
10, 15, 20.
I would say let's start off with 10, and then we'll see if you guys will know that if it's there, people will come to play. You know what I mean? And that's how the cricket is going to grow.
The other critical thing is to get programs established in the school system. And one of the things this program, I know that Parks and Recreation has been supporting cricket across the pond, is to kick back your leadership skills and your ability to sort of raise the level of the sport in the city, but to get it back into the schools and coaching. What's CIMA's next step around that?
First of all, what we did this summer, if you have heard about the Operation Cricket, now that's a joint program with Parks, Forestry and Recreation that implemented this summer. With all the challenges that the city had, the program was in such a demand. We had about 1,000 children across the city, ages 9 to 13, wanting to join this program. So this was offered for 4 weeks and 10 different locations. Now that shows the kind of demand we have for cricket. So the other side other thing is that when we present these proposals, as CIMA got together with our sponsors, the kind of response that the Torontonians gave was amazing. For example, Transat Holidays, when we proposed them this program, the peak of the summer, this is the best business time of the year, they offered 16 air tickets free of charge.
The corporate sector is there.
It has been
Royal
tremendous.
Bank has been big
Royal
in this,
Bank,
and
big.
CIMA, your organization.
CIMA.
You also organize a big festival of cricket. That's coming up when?
October the 3rd.
Where?
That's Sunnybrook Park.
And am I playing?
I think you're playing for the
think I
mayor's
am.
team. Yes, you are.
Indeed, we are. Hope to see both of you there. It's a great thing. It's at Sunnybrook Park. There's more if you check out the city's website. But thanks very much for coming by. Congratulations
Thank
on
you
the
so
tour.
much.
Sorry the Australians gave you such a hard time.
You guys lost some matches.
It's what we do.
There's always next year. We were unbeaten last
We
year.
lose every now and then.